Welcome to Calm Light. This video is part of our verse-by-verse journey through the Isha Upanishad, a text that is over 3,000 years old, yet speaks directly to the modern heart. Each verse is a meditation, a doorway into awareness, freedom, and the deeper self. In this series, we begin with the Sanskrit, followed by Hume's classical English translation, and then a gentle exploration of the verse's meaning for our lives today. Settle in, so we can walk into wisdom together. Sanityo nitya sanjnana jnanamekam bhuvanam yah shariram nityo mahimanam vibhajyeštva yonavanyah paprathe vishvarupah kainat ya. He, the Self, is all-pervading, resplendent, bodiless, without wound, without sinews, pure, untouched by evil. He is the seer, the thinker, the one who has encompassed all things, self-existent. He has disposed all things properly for eternal years. This verse shifts from describing the experience of the seeker to describing the nature of the self itself. It tells us the self is not a person, not a body, not a mind. It is the formless witness, the light behind all experiences. The text begins by stripping away every limitation we normally place on identity. The self is not born, does not age, does not decay. It cannot be wounded. It cannot be stained. It cannot be touched by sorrow or darkness. It is present everywhere, not as an object in space, but as the ground of awareness in which space itself appears. This is why the Upanishads insist again and again, you are not limited to the form you temporarily wear. This phrase does not deny that suffering exists in the world. It means the deeper self, the consciousness that knows experience, is never damaged by what passes through the mind or body. Thoughts arise, emotions move, pain comes and goes, but the witness behind them remains clear, open, and unbroken, just as the sky is never harmed by the storms that pass through it. The self is not passive. It is the intelligence that shines through all of life. Every insight, every moment of clarity, every spark of creativity is an echo of this deeper consciousness expressing itself. When we recognize this, life becomes less about controlling the world and more about aligning ourselves with this quiet inner intelligence that is always present. This points to the ultimate non-dependency of the self. Everything in the world depends on something else. Bodies depend on food, minds depend on impressions, forms depend on time. But the self depends on nothing. It simply is. And from this still center, the entire order of the universe unfolds. Today, try this practice. When you feel stressed, anxious, or caught in thinking, place your attention not on the problem, but on the awareness that is noticing the problem. Ask within, is this awareness disturbed, or is it only the mind that is moving? Let yourself rest in that distinction. Slowly, you'll begin to sense the quiet, unchanging self that verse 8 describes. Thank you for exploring verse 8 of the Isha Upanishad. In the next verse, the Upanishad continues its exploration of the self, revealing the subtle relationship between the unchanging reality and the changing world of forms. Join me for verse 9 as we deepen this journey into inner clarity. Until then, see deeply, rest inwardly, and remember, your light begins again.